Good evening, Daf Samach Tait Amud Aleph. 4 lines from the top. Goof up. Going back to what we said earlier. Rabbi Yochanan said earlier, Kazav learned to Shabbat, and someone stole something and the owner did not give up on it. Shnei b'nei yochin hekdesh. Neither of them can make it hekdesh. Zelavish and Jalo, the thief can't make it hekdesh because it doesn't belong to him yet. Zelavish and the owner can't make it hekdesh because it's not his possession. Where it says Rabbi Yochanan Achi, does he really say that? But Rabbi Yochanan said elsewhere. Halakha is the Mishnah. Halakha is like a non-Mishnah. That what? It's non. Kerem Merivai, in the case of a fourth year grape, right, vineyard, Hayu Masanino to Bizkukot Adama. They would mark it with earth, which means what? That you're not to have grapes that are from a vineyard in the fourth year. Right? You first have to go to Yerushalayim to redeem it. So therefore, they would put dirt on the outside to mark it as Kerem Revai. So what's going on? Simena ki adama. That's a sign of dirt for the vineyard. It's earth. Ma'adama ika hana amina. Just like you're allowed to have hana from earth. Af hainam with this vineyard also ki when it's redeemed, they'll be able to be benefited from. Right. So therefore, it's a sign that you have to fix it in order to eat it. Vishal Orla, and anyhow, continuing the Mishnah, in the case of Orla, the first 3 years of tree. So if they would have fruits growing, Baharsi, they would mark it with Kharis, like pottery. Because it's similar to pottery. I mean, it's like pottery that you can't benefit from. I mean, it's a piece of nothing. Is something you can't benefit from it. So it's showing people that want to take something that doesn't belong to them, don't touch it. You shouldn't have it because they're right. All right, they'll steal it, but they won't touch it because they're tzaddikim and they won't have orla. How do you mark graves? They'll mark it with lime. Because lime is white like bones, and therefore when I see white, you know there's bones there. Well, tzefat is blue. You dissolve the lime in water and you'll pour it around the graves. Okay, so and the Gemara says it becomes extra white with lime. So the Mishnah continues over there. Bag says, but when do we say that you mark the vineyard and the orla to make sure people don't touch it? Bishva'it in the Shemitah year. Or it has the hefker new. 1 second, if it's Shemitah and it's hefker, you're able to touch it. The Gemara says, in the other years, when the guy can't touch it because it belongs to Hekdesh / Orla, etc. Let the wicked guy touch it and die. Meaning, let him, if he wants to steal, and he's stealing something that's asur to him, let him die. Where it says, but the tzaddikim, the sinu'in, right? The tzaddikim ones, right? Remember this line, that's sinu'in, the quiet ones, would put coins down. Whatever touches from the vineyard, whatever was touched from the vineyard, meaning they wouldn't mark it. People steal or think they're stealing. Whoever takes it from it, will be those grapes should be redeemed in these coins. They wanted to stop people from getting avira. So we see this Mishnah said that the tzaddikim, these sinu'in people, would redeem it even after they were taken, even though it's not in their possession anymore. So how does that work? According to Yochanan. Maybe you say who's the author of the Sinu'in, the Tzaddikim guys? Rashbag said it. Whenever Rashbag is mentioned, halakha is like him. Except for the cases of the guarantor, the get and sidon, and the case of evidence, it's machloket and Sanhedrin, and we won't have to go into it now. So therefore, we see, regardless, Rabbi Yochanan should have accepted that Tsinuin is the halacha, that you can't do it if it's out of your possession. So how does that make sense? The Gemara answers, Amri lo tema kohen ilkat mizeh. Don't say that it's already taken. Rather, ela emat kohen mitlaket mizeh. Whoever will take it. So it wasn't taken out yet, and you're doing it from your property. Rabbi Dusa agreed with the Tsinuin. And what did Rabbi Dusa? The Rabbi Dusa nilkat kamar. Rabbi Dusa clearly says it already happened. They already took it. which means it wasn't in possession. We did it. Questions back on. The Brita says, Rabbi says, Shaharik balabayit Ahmed Vamer. In the morning, the owner of the field stands and says, Kol Shilakatuani Hayom Hefker. Rabbi holds that whenever the poor people, this guy should say, whoever will come and take it, it should be Hefker, to avoid them getting an Avirah. Rabbi Dosa says, however, at the end of the night, he'll say, whatever the poor people took, let it be hefker. This is referring to leket. Leket is the special halacha. Leket shecha pe'ah are things in the field that you leave for the aniyim. So leket is when you drop two stalks at a time. It belongs to the ani. So in this case, we're worried that if the guy accidentally left 3 stalks, the ani shouldn't have taken it. Let's say the ani accidentally or / on purpose took it. If he takes it, he's actually chayav in ma'aser in teruma. So if he's taking it, he's not going to realize, and or he doesn't care, and he's going to be over on teruma. So the first opinion of Bida holds that you should say that if everybody takes anybody that will take it today, the leket today. It will be hefker. And Rabbi Dosa says if they already took it, it should be hefker. So we see Rabbi Dosa holds it already happened, even though it's out of your reshut. And we say that Senu'in Mishnah agreed with him. Question of Rabbi Yochanan, where it says Epoch the Rabbi Yehuda, the Rabbi Dosa, Rabbi Dosa. No, simple answer. Switch Rabbi Dosa and Rabbi Yehuda, and therefore Rabbi Dosa holds future, Rabbi Yehuda holds past. Okay. Maybe why would you fix that? Just switch Rabbi Yochanan's halacha. And say Sinuin Rabbi Yehuda. Maybe Rabbi Yehuda agrees with the Sinuin instead of Rabbi Dosa. Simple. Where it says Amri lo sariyad lo it doesn't work even if the Braita was not switched. Because not Braita, it clearly holds that Rabbi Yehuda holds a Brera. Brera, as mentioned previously, is when you have a retroactive clarification, right? So many times we've had in Shas so far that if someone wants, if you could make a tenai, quote unquote, or a condition, or you could say, oh, when I have this item, then originally, like we had in the case of the shutafin, if you have the field and they said they can't get off from each other, so you could say, oh, when I'm walking into my field or when I'm getting water from this pit, my well, even though I'm sharing with the partner, I'm taking my portion. Whatever I take out belongs to me at all times. So we're saying that in that right we already see that Bida holds a brera. And elsewhere we see that Bida does not hold a brera, right? The time of the Mishnah. Whoever buys wine from the kutim, right? The kutim were fake converts who converted only because they were scared of the lions attacking goyim. Because he bought wine from them, right? So they were borderline Jews, borderline Gerim. Omer, you should say, the 2 lugin that I will eventually separate after Shabbat from these massive 300 lug of wine, they should be teruma from now. Asara ma'aser rishon, and the 10 of it will be ma'aser rishon, tisha ma'aser sheni, and 9 of them will be ma'aser sheni. Omeha. And then he transfers that onto the coins. Bishotem Yad is able to drink it right away as long as he leaves enough in the barrel at the end that it should stay at the end as ma'aser. So he's doing it as a brera, because technically when he's separating it now, you're not separating it in the barrel, it's all mixing and sloshing around, and therefore at the end, it's retroactively clarifying what was ma'aser when he said this beforehand. They do not hold it. Therefore, we see Rabbi does not hold the brera. Therefore, he can't be the one who said in the other Braita that the field guy can do it in the morning before the guy takes it, because if that would be done, that's being brera, because he's basically saying it's only going to be hefker if someone takes it. Someone takes it, then it's hefker. That's brera. Retroactively, he made it from the morning for 3 hours later. It doesn't work. So if Rabbi does not hold the brera, then we can't make that. We can't switch the opinions to make Rabbi holding of the morning. Therefore, we must say that Rabbi and that Braita we got switched. Okay, Amri, the Gemara says, if that's the case, why would you still reverse the part in the Braita? Mishin de Kashi Rabbi because it was Stirav Rabbi how to understand Brera. Hashtag Nami Kashi Rabbi Yochanan. We still have a problem with Rabbi Yochanan, even if he fixed it. Because why? Kista Mishnah. Sorry, the Amart Rabbi Yochanan, because according to Rabbi Yochanan, Lo Tema Koh Nilkat Ela Ema Koh Mutlaket. Right? According to Rabbi Yochanan, He doesn't say that whatever was picked today. Rather, you say whatever will be picked. Alma itlebira, which would seemingly hold Rabbi Yochanan, does hold the brera. But Rabbi Yochanan, let it we know elsewhere. Rabbi Yochanan does not hold the brera. Rabbi Yochanan, asked Rabbi Yochanan, ha'ahin shehalku lekochoten u'machzrin zeh Rabbi Yovel. Right. Another famous concept that comes up in brera is regarding inheritance. So, if two brothers all sit dead, and the dad left them a house and a field. So when the brothers sit down and decide to divide the field and the house, you take the house, I'll take the field, for example, are they buying out each other? Or whatever they take is considered that's what immediately was theirs when their father passed away, right? Brera or brera? Are you retroactively saying it happened immediately? Or are you saying you buying each other out? Okay, you want the field, I'll take the house, then the purchase is happening now. And even though the father passed away 10 hours ago. What's the difference? The difference is regarding Yovel. If there's Yovel, if you're able to purchase, then at Yovel they will get swapped and they have to redistribute. If it's not a purchase and it happened retroactively, then that won't happen. Okay. So according to Rabbi Yochanan, he holds that it's considered a purchase, which means that whenever they sat down and divided it, it happened then, which means there is no brera. So we see Rabbi Yochanan is not holding brera. The Gemara therefore says, therefore, the Tzinu'ain have to hold the Rabbi Dosa and say that it was already picked, like we said earlier. So now what's going on? Rabbi Yochanan does not rule with that because he found another Mishnah. The different Mishnah said, a thief who steals from a different thief does not pay kefil. Why doesn't he pay the kefil? I understand why he doesn't pay the kefil to the first guy. Because the pasuk says you stole from somebody and not a thief. But let him pay the kefil to the owner. You can't pay kefil because to the thief because it doesn't belong to him. We can't pay to the owner because it's not in reshut. Right? So Rabbi Yochanan must be going according to this Mishnah that held the same way you can't pay kefil because it's not in reshut. So he holds that this Mishnah teach you that you can't make it hekdesh if it's not in your possession. Why would you say Rabbi Yochanan holds according to that Mishnah? Let him hold like the Tzinu'in. Right, very simple. Why are you going to another Mishnah? Hold like the Tzinu'in that we have in front of us. The Gemara says because Rabbi Yochanan holds like the other Mishnah with the reshut because he has a pasuk. V'ish ki yagdish et beto kodesh l'Hashem. If a man makes his house kodesh to Hashem, he makes it hekdesh. It says his house to teach you. Ma beto b'shuto, just like your house is in your possession. Av kol b'shuto, you can only make stuff hekdesh in your possession. Ilav de Amar, Rabbi Yochanan Sinu'in, Rabbi Dosa Amru Dabar Achad. Had Rabbi Yochanan not mentioned that the Sinu'in and the Rabbi Dosa were agreeing on it, how about I might think Sinu'in itlehu de Rabbi Dosa. The Sinu'in hold the Rabbi Dosa. The Rabbi Dosa let Sinu'in, but Rabbi Dosa not hold the Sinu'in. What does that mean? Sinu'in itlehu de Rabbi Dosa. The Sinu'in hold the Rabbi Dosa. The Magana be'avdu Rabbanan takante, because Hachamim made a takana for a thief. Right, and therefore they don't want him to make a mistake and make a bigger avira after he's stealing. So for sure, there's a takana. For sure, something's helping them out for a poor person who's accidentally taking something that doesn't belong to them. So of course they'll want to help him. The Rabbi Dosa will not hold it sinuin. You can't say that quote unquote kavachon because maybe Hachamim only made a takana for aniyim. But it won't work for the ganav. Something similar. Have they not said that they agreed to be decided and Tzrin? I might think Mantan Tzrin, who is Tzrin Rabbi Meir? Lava Rabbi Meir Maaser Mongavohu. The Meir holds that Maaser Sheni belongs to God until you bring it to Yerushalayim and eat it. But regarding redemption, God gave it to you to do whatever you want because the thief. If the guy wants to redeem his Maaser Sheni to bring Yerushalayim, he has to pay a 20% surcharge. The Torah calls it his, and he adds a fifth as well. Also regarding Kerem Revai, the fourth year of vineyard, Gamar Kodesh Kodesh Maaser, we have Zer Shava from the word Kodesh, from Maaser Sheni to teach you. Regarding the Kerem Revai, it says Kodesh Lulim. Maaser, Maaser Sheni, Bechol Maaser Haaretz, Mizera Haaretz, Mipri Haaretz, Lashem Hu Kodesh. Ma kodesh retiv by maaser. Just like it says kodesh by maaser. Af al gad memon gavohu l'yan pediya ukmi rachmana. Even though it belongs to God, Hashem allowed you to put it in your possession to redeem it. Af hai kodesh nami retiv by kerem revai. So too by kerem revai. The word kodesh teaches you af al gad lav memon dehu, even though it's technically not yours. Inyan hachule ukmi rachman b'shuteh, regarding not allowing you to desecrate it, it's as if it's in your possession. Therefore, when the fourth year thing, the kedem is stolen by someone else and it's not in your possession, you're still able to redeem it to save someone from not sinning. Because even when it was in your possession, it technically is not in your possession. It belongs to God. And yet you're still able to make it holy, and you're still able to redeem it. Therefore, even when it's stolen, you can still forgive it. Regarding Rabbi Yudh's case of leket, since it's your property, right? Your thing that you dropped. Maybe the Sinuin would argue with Rabbi Yudh's, and like Rabbi Yochanan does, and say that only when it's in your possession you can make it hefker. But once the guy takes it to go, you can't make it hefker. Ravina says, had you not said that Rabbi Yudh's were agreeing, I might think who's the Sinuin? Rabbi Yudh's, it's Rabbi Yudh's himself. Right? So if you didn't tell me that they agreed, I would think they're different people. It was the same person. I would have said that just to tell you that, because I didn't want you, I wouldn't think that there's a stira or a kasha between Rabbi Yochanan and the Mishnah. Rabbi Yochanan, and not only that, Rabbi Yochanan, kistam yahida lo amar. And I wouldn't say that Rabbi Yochanan would hold like a stam Mishnah, but only one as an individual. Rather, he would hold like the Sinuin, which sounds like there's multiple opinions. Let's do a few more lines. I'm running dry. Top of Ayin Amud Aleph. Lakatvinan urketem amatatle. Regarding a power of attorney, if I want to make someone else in charge of an item, I can. However, I can't make a power of attorney to collect something that is movable. So land is unmovable, I can make a power of attorney to collect it for me. However, if I have something that's movable item, metaptalin, and is in a third party's possession, I can't make a power of attorney to collect it from you. My time, why not? Amar says to me, someone stole something and the guy did not make it hefker. Neither of them can make it hekdesh. But this one can't make it hefker because it doesn't belong to him. The other one, and the owner can't make it hekdesh because it's not in possession. Therefore, we say that you can't make someone else not involved into this item. He can't have anything to do with this third party power of attorney. You could a completely different version of this. You can't make a power of attorney for an item that the defendant has denied that he had in his possession. Right. So if I tell you you're a power of attorney for what's in Shimon's property, but Shimon already denied and swore that he doesn't have it, I can't make you power of attorney. Why? The only reason why it doesn't work over there is because since the guy denied it, it looks like when I'm making you power of attorney for it, it looks like we're writing a false letter, a false thing, and the witnesses are signing. Yeah, I'm the power of attorney for your item over there. But over here, seemingly we're showing you that it doesn't, since the guy denied it, it looks like we're talking about something that's false. So the Gemara makes a diuk. But in the case where he did not deny it, Katvinan, you can make him the power of attorney for the movable item, and it would work. Amen.